Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald.
All week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
He has Britt over the middle.
They're going to need that quarterback named Jared Goff. They need Kenny Britt to be that target outside that's reliable and that Jared Goff can look to when things are tight. Lance Kendrick's the tight end. Will have to do the same. And, of course, they'll do every gizmo package they can to get the ball in the hands of Tavon Austin. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kenny Britt, a 14-yard touchdown. And their
call that they had in their pocket, no matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, what a move. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They come out here in the eye. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll be a loss of 15 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And on the ground they go with a running back. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the first down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter where they...
Oh. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just a call. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot.
Man open is Britt for a Rams touchdown. Kenny Britt with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Rams add on to their lead. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway, essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down. Because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And he cuts it back left. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When he'd line up, go ahead, and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So we have now seen connection number 1 between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah, A.J. Green.
Say that again.
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well, because he figured out quickly, this is going to be my #1 target. I got to know this guy in a big way.
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm. Well,
absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down. So now the Cincinnati native, also former Bearcat, and now a Bengal, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Deep for the Rams, Tavon Austin. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And he cuts it right sideline. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And Gurley actually had his 2nd best rushing performance of the season in Week 11. Still hasn't hit 100 yards this year, but he had 76 and a touchdown.
That game qualifies as one of the best ones of the year for him. Still seeking the breakout, as you mentioned. But I know one thing about him. He and the Rams have found quick starts in recent games. It's just being able to sustain throughout that's been the issue for them. 2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Cincinnati Bengals. The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Play fake here on first down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
So much goes into a successful play.
Smith, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you draft a guy in the 6th round and he gives you a 1,000-yard season at some point, would you say he's good value?
That's good return on investment. He was the first Raiders guy to rush for 1,000 yards in 2015 since McFadden back in 2010.
Latavius Murray, remember the name.
Everything here, we're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adam Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He sets to... Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimize utilizing those and maximizing opportunities. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Again here on 2nd and 10. It's caught by Clive Walford. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Every quarterback likes having a reliable target at tight end, and I think young quarterbacks especially, because they want to get the ball in their hands quickly. I think these two, Derek Carr and Clive Walford, that's a pretty good connection for years to come for Oakland.
Yeah, he started to come on strong end of his rookie year. Now the Raiders really hoping for that second-year jump out of Walford. On first down, Carr. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. From midfield, here's Carr. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Fresh set of downs here. Now Carr again. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Carr turns, hands to Murray. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. The veteran Carlos Dansby in on the stop.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Carr. Cooper's got it. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helps back in high school. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Ready. in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Now Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Michael Crabtree, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got it. Inside for the catch and the score. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, he bowls over him. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a on that play.
Play clock winding down. They send Green to the left on his own. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense. That penalty is declined.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. The first time All-Pro in 2015, Khalil Mack, able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.